Good morning. It is Monday, April 27th, and man, it is beautifully sunny. So exciting after a long weekend of rain. But this week, guys, we are working on a story called Green City, and it's a narrative nonfiction. That means a person is telling a story that is real, and they're giving us information through it. So they're giving us information through a story that happened to them. So today, our focus is going to be looking at vocab and our infographic. And so if you could get out your books, page 330, that's where we'll start today. So you get that out while I get my camera ready. Okay, almost there. Gotta lift it up. Fit the whole page. There. Okay, on page 330 we see a timeline, and that is the type of information that we're going to start with today. It's called Changing the World with One Idea. And a timeline does exactly what it says. It shows important things in time order from oldest to newest. So past to more recent. If you look at this timeline, it starts in 1990 and goes up to 1995. So we're only looking at a period from that time. And right here, this little blurb says this timeline shows important technology changes in the 1900s. Our weekly question is, how can a leader's experiences inspire change? So that means how can whoever's leading you, how can what has happened to them in their life and what they know about inspire change? So how can that begin a change for something? So please look at Changing the World with One Idea. I'm going to read it with you, and you follow along in your book. You can whisper read with me. We are going to find out about this person. So this is a nonfiction timeline. Many people think of Sir Tim Berners-Lee as a modern-day world changer. Berners-Lee was born in London in 1955, the son of two computer scientists. Working with computers came easily to Berners-Lee. That makes sense. If his parents were both computer programmers, computer scientists, then he's going to be brought up in that environment. So that's going to change his experience. That's going to make him familiar. After a few years planning computer software, he began working on a new idea. He was inspired to find a way to link information, put information together that is related. So he wanted to do that. So we start here in 1990. In 1990, Tim Berners-Lee develops a computer program. The program makes it possible to link files of information in one file to other files. Link them, literally, put them together, related info. In 1991, Berners-Lee invents the World Wide Web, www. That's what we put at the beginning of our everything, www.google.com, like that. The web allows all computer users to find information through linking pages, World Wide Web. 1992 and 93, the first public email server becomes available. Before then, most computer users did not have email. So you were able to get on, but there wasn't any email. In 1994 and 95, the first browser, like Firefox, or Chrome, or Safari, or the Silk browser for Amazon, becomes available for home use. That means people in their homes were able to have the internet. And I remember when that was. We didn't have a computer until I was a junior in high school, and that was like the year 2000. So that was a long time ago for that, too. A browser lets a computer user find and look at information on the internet. So you couldn't really Google stuff until then. And now we don't know what we would do without Google. Think about that. That's crazy. Berners-Lee developed a computer program that could store information in files and also connect to other files. These connected files, known as hypertext, led Berners-Lee to develop the World Wide Web. Learning changed forever with an amazing source of information on computers, phones, and other internet devices. So he did all of that with, it's amazing, with everything that he knew about computers. He thought, hey, let's get information that relates to each other. Let's link it so that if I want to find dolphins over here, oh, here's some more information about dolphins. And you can just go and keep going and going and going and finding a way to do that. He did that. So I want you to think about how a leader's experiences can inspire change. Like, what if he wasn't a person who had two computer science persons as his parents? Do you think his ideas about the World Wide Web, inventing that, basically would be the same? What if his parents were farmers? That would probably change his experience for sure, and I don't know if it would lead him down the same path. So I want you to think about that. Okay, that's going to be our focus this week. If you turn your page, you are going to find the elements of nonfiction, narrative nonfiction. So here's our anchor chart. It is a story structure with time-ordered sequence, in time order just like a timeline. The characters are real people. The facts and details are about real-life events. And there's a theme or message that the author wants to share with us. So we have to look at that. Our purpose for reading this week is to learn about how one person's experience led them to do something else, to enact change. Think back to Mama Miti. Mama Miti had a really great idea to help others with a problem that they were having because she was amazing with trees. So she thought, oh, hey, you need some more food? Plant this type of tree. It will help you grow food. And so on. So if her experience hadn't been that, it would have changed the outcome. So that's what we're thinking about this week. Okay. Turn your page. Let's preview the vocab. Here's our vocab. I'm going to get another paper so that I can write for you. My whiteboard isn't ready yet. Kevin's still making it for me. So I'm going to write my vocab in a notebook for us, and then I'll post it later. Okay, our first word is destroyed. Oh no. If something has been destroyed, what do you think has happened to it? Destroyed. Destroyed. The barn was destroyed when the fire tore through. Destroyed. We could say ruined. And remember, when we look in our book, we have our vocab words right here in the margin. So this says ruined. Completely ruined. Same idea. We can turn our page again. Our next word is opportunity, and I can find the definition for opportunity here on page 339, but I want to use my own sentence for you. We still have the opportunity to learn even though we're not sitting with each other in our room. Opportunity. We have the opportunity to continue learning even though we aren't together. Let's see, synonym. We have the chance to do something. Chance to do something. Let's see. Oh, a chance for a good experience or improvement. Ooh, yeah. Chance for a good experience. That is true. I'm learning new things and you're learning in a different way. So right now this is an opportunity for me to get better at technology and actually try YouTube. Opportunity. Of course, guys, you can pause this anytime you need it. I'm just going through so it's not too long. Our next word is super long. It's sustainability. Whoa. Sustainability. Sustainability. 6. Wow. Sustain. That's the root word, ability. The ability to sustain. I think sustain means to keep going over a long period of time. If something's sustained, it's kept going. So the ability to keep going. Let's see what our book says. A way of doing or making something that does not harm the environment and uses resources wisely. Oh yes, this story is about thinking about the environment. So when we're thinking about in a sustainable way, it means to not harm the environment, doing things in a way that can keep going. So if we cut down a tree, we make sure we plant one to keep it going. So a way of doing or making something that doesn't harm the environment. A way of doing or making something so that it doesn't hurt the environment. To not hurt environment. That's a long one. Our next word, turn your page, we have reclaimed. Ooh, means to do again. Like if we return our books to the library, we turn it in again. So means do again. So if we reclaim something, we claim it again. That's the literal meaning. But if we use, I've seen this on my house shows, people using reclaimed wood. That means wood that's used again. When they take down a barn, they end up using that wood again for something else. So, it means to take back, or you took back something. To reuse. It's like recycling. And our last word is constructed. Constructed. If you constructed something out of Legos, what did you do? You built it. You built something or made something. Constructed. So there's a look at our vocab. This story is something for real that happened, and tomorrow we'll get into it. Tomorrow you will get to listen to it and figure out what you know. Remember, our goal is to find out how a person's experience can inspire change. And if you inspire change, you get people to think of something in a new way and change their behavior or the way they do things. Okay? I will see you guys tomorrow for our glorious Zoom. And after you listen to the story, we can talk about it.